Hi FlossTube, this is Karen with KB Studio Creations.
And Jason with Karen.
So this will be our last video for the year, and as such, I wanted to do a WIP Parade. For those who may not know, a WIP Parade is where you show all of your works in progresses. So I've wanted to do one before, and I'm going to do it this year. Well, we are, because I'm going to have Jason show his WIPs too.
I have no choice in the matter.
Actually, I did give him an option to not do his. But
she was going to do it anyway.
But I said I really wanted to. So we're going to start with the new start since the last video. So I started this one, Royal Tenenbaum by Mill Hill. And it's a kit that I won in a giveaway from Sarah Keene, our Stitching Kingdom. So thank you, Sarah. And I got a lot done. So I got everything, I got all the stitching done. I still need to do all the beading. But
oh yeah, that's a lot of beading. Look at all the beads that come with it. That's a ton of beads.
Yeah. So I really would like a tacky bob before I try to bead that, since there's so many beads, but they are not available anywhere right now. So especially since it's after Christmas anyways, I think I'm just going to set it aside and hope sometime I can get a tacky bob and then bead it later on.
What's a tacky bob?
It's kind of like a CD case thing, but then on the inside, it's smaller than a CD case, but it opens and closes like that, and then the inside it has this like tacky substance. I don't know. Basically, it can hold the beads, and so then you can just put the beads on there. So it's fairly easy to get them off. And then
and with this being so much beading, you need something to help.
And then you can close it and put it away, and then pull it back out to work on again later.
Okay. Is the other start in here too?
No.
Okay.
Right. So I'm just gonna set that aside for now, but it is one of my whips. This next one comes from Just Cross Stitch, Christmas Ornaments 2019. And the pattern is by, it's right there.
Yeah.
By Saving Grace's Fine Needle Arts, Elizabeth Spurlock. And this is another one of my Ort works where I just use Orts, so it's not the colors called for or anything like that. And I'm stitching it on this 32 count oyster linen, but it's uneven. So it's 2/2, but it's going to be skewed. If you want to show the other side. Oh,
Karen wants you to see, like.
So this was a start I had done, which is how I found out that it was uneven. And so those are supposed to be squares, and they are definitely not square. This is currently a UFO, but I'm thinking I might make it a whip again sometime this year.
Like if I pull the fabric a certain way, it looks even, but
I don't know.
Like I have to pull it really hard.
It still doesn't look even to me, but okay. But I might finish this border and then use Orts to fill in that and just make it like a bookmark or something.
But this is what she's stitching.
But that is the actual whip.
Yeah,
so that's the next. Those are my two starts since the last video. So my next whip is one I'd hoped to finish before Christmas, but I ran out of thread. So it's Silent Night Caroling Berries. It's a square one.
Not this one. She did finish this one.
And this is by Erica Michaels. And I'm stitching it on some 40 count linen, mystery 1/2. And I was using some silk left over from a kit, and that's upside down.
It's not done enough for me to know which way's up yet.
But I only have one more small strand, so that's not even enough to finish like the top border. So I know what color it is. It's Classic Colorworks Collard Green Silk. So I'm going to order some at some point and finish that, but I wasn't going to try to order anything during Christmas break or what, you know, the crazy
people
holidays.
Deserve the rest. Anyways,
I will order it eventually and finish that, but not right now. It's not a priority. But I have been really enjoying stitching that. And so this next one, the Garden Glade by Carriage Samplings, and I'm just doing the girl, and I'm picking my own colors.
Ooh, just a girl right here. Yeah.
And this is on some 14 count Ada that I hand dyed. That's just a light blue. So I'm just working on the dress still. Bit by bit.
It's getting there. You're getting close to where you can get to, like, that's almost her waist. So,
yeah. So I'm getting there, just working on it bit by bit. And that's part of the Diversity and Inclusion SAL. I'm going to make her a black lady. So I listen to things about anti-racism and like just educating myself while I work on that piece. So it's nice to have that focus piece to help me remember to do that work as well. So I also worked on Cinderella Slipper, another of my WIPs. This was my birthday start a couple years ago. I didn't pull it out.
It's okay.
And this design is by Susan Penny, and it's in Cross Stitcher October 2018. It's kind of falling apart. We have the cover here.
Kind of.
Oh, hey. I was wondering where that... I was like, I know there's this autumn sampler I want to do sometime. I don't know what magazine it's in. I know what one it's in.
There we are. There we are. Okay. So. There's the picture.
So, yeah. There's a picture. So, I worked on it some more. I find I get burnt out with this really quick, but...
Well, I mean, you only stitch with one color the entire time.
Pretty much. So I made some more progress over on this side. I watched a movie, and then I also did it while I was watching Zoom stuff, church stuff yesterday. But
it's coming along. It's looking good.
My sister gifted me a
lot of black thread. That was a different sticker.
A couple of years ago, one of my sisters gifted me the thread for this project.
Woo.
The black thread.
Sorry, didn't mean to pull you guys along.
And, but this year, one of my sisters gifted me an audiobook that's 12 Dancing Princesses spinoff. And it's a book I've read before, but I'm thinking I might listen to that and work on this project. Because I've been trying to just, like, for the most part, listening to Cinderella stuff while I do it. But I've been through all of my movies, Cinderella movies, more than once. And I love Cinderella, but I think it's okay to move on to other fairy tale spinoffs while I work on this piece. So.
Well, I mean, considering how much you have to stitch on this, like
there's still a lot.
There's a lot of stitching for this one.
But yeah, I don't think I'll finish that one this next year, but I hope to make some good progress. So another WIP is the 100 Embroidery SAL by Fiber Artists of Facebook, and they actually only did releasing 33, so it didn't become 100. So I'm about a third the way done. I'd really like to finish this year. This last time I just did this blanket stitch and the words for the next type of embroidery stitch. And that's just on some 14 count natural Aida.
You're a little over halfway done.
Halfway?
Or a third of the way done.
Okay. So
because you've got 11 finished and you've started on the 12.
So it just takes
11 finished and started on the 12.
It just takes some concentration to do this. So sometimes it's hard to get myself to work on it. Okay, frequently it's hard to get myself to work on it. But I would like to finish it. So hopefully that'll be finished in 2021. We'll see. The next one, this was my New Year, New Start last year. And, oh, we shouldn't show the pattern.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I could get it.
I just realized that shows the pattern. So this is Celtic Summer by Lavender and Lace.
So, Lavender and Lace, Celtic Summer.
And it is on some mystery linen. I don't know what it is. I think it's 28 count though. It appears to be 28 count, but I don't know the color or anything. So I worked some more on the dress yesterday. It was fun to pull this out again. And I'm hoping to kind of have this be my focus piece for
a few of the months in
at least January. But we'll just see. So I want to make some good progress on that. And I'm also planning to change, I've decided to change her skin and hair color. So,
oh, you have?
Yeah, that's ambitious and it scares me, but I want to try to do that. So.
Why?
Why what?
Why are you changing her skin and hair color?
Because it's kind of to go along with the diversity and inclusion style, like they all are pretty similar. Like they're all white ladies with, a couple of them have blonde hair. I think some of them have brown hair.
Mm-hmm. So
I just want to diversify them some. I was already considering that, but I think I'm going to do that one as well. Because the thing is I like the spring one being a blonde. And the autumn one, I'm going to do the conversion where her hair is orange. And the winter one, I want to make a black girl because I always just imagine it as a black girl.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
What summer?
That's that one.
I know, but what are you...
Oh, I'm going to base her on someone who's Mexican.
Okay.
So, and then Celtic Noel is brown hair. And that's going to be brown hair because it's going to represent me because that's my favorite of the series.
Okay.
So, yeah. But that's daunting to try to change the colors. But yeah. I'll see what I can do. Okay. The next one. Red, White, and Bloom. So this is my, so for my Stitchmaynia starts, I feel like the lighting's weird. Okay. This is the last one that's not a model stitch. So it's kind of hard to see, but oh well. And so this is on 40 count, oh, where is it? Tyco Newcastle linen 1/2. The white's not showing up very well, so in the sections that are white, I may need to do some back stitching, but around it, but I'm not changing it. I started it the year before, not this Stitchmaynia, but the one before, and I was doing it 2/2, and that was just too bulky for me. So now I'm doing it 1/2, which is much better. And yeah, I think I could probably finish this before Stitchmaynia if I just put some time into it. So
make it your focus piece for February.
Not necessarily for February. The thing is it's better to do that with the magnifiers on, and I can only do that for a short period of time. So I was thinking working on it at least once a week, you know, maybe twice a week, something like that. So that I just space it out. And then my last WIP, besides model stitching, is something I started. So I started stitching in fall of 2007. That's when my friend taught me how to stitch. So I started this piece in 2018. And there's a lot I would change about it if I stitched it now. But so there's this poem, it's called Tomorrow Never Comes, and I will link that below to the full poem. But I used this alphabetical order book to pull some alphabets, a couple of alphabets to create. And so I charted the poem and I stitched it. What I have not stitched is the title and any decorative elements I decide to do. So it's kind of sat.
So the poem is done, but all the embellishment is not.
Right. So this kind of sat in the UFO pile for a long time, but I would really like to pull it out and finish it this year. My original goal when I started it in 2008 was to stitch it before I got married. Jason and I have been married for 8.5 years. So obviously that did not happen. But I would like to get this finished. So hopefully that will happen this year. Well, this coming year. Okay. 2021.
That took a lot.
So that is all of my WIPs. Do you want to move on to
Why is that on yours?
Oh, because I was like, because it's on my WIP list in my Excel spreadsheet.
Okay. So my WIP list is going, I'm just going to start with this one. Is Millies Year. It's just basically the 2019 cross-stitcher calendar thing that they did. It's part of Karen's Inclusion SAL, and so I will be Diversity and Inclusion SAL, so I'll be changing the genders, or the races as well. I've got some friends of mine. I've charted out who's going to go in what spot, and then I'm going to start stitching on that this year.
So those were the ones that I've stitched, and then he's going to start working on
the other ones.
Yeah, the in-between months.
Yeah. So that's my first one. The next one that I'm going to... This next one's daunting to me. But it's a Country Cottage Kids, which is a subsidiary, I guess. It's part of Country Cottage Needleworks.
I think it's a series by Country Cottage Needleworks.
This one's called A Pirate's Life. And I'm stitching this on 28 count PTP Mellow.
Picture this plus.
Okay. But that's where I thought I had made a mistake. My sister-in-law went back and counted and said there is no mistake, so I guess I can get cracking on it again.
So we got this in 2018 when we went on a road trip and visited a bunch of LNSs, and I think he stitched that all then. And
nope.
I was going to say, we have this scroll frame, but it doesn't work super well. It doesn't stay tight, but also the stand for it is missing one of the, well, a knob.
A bolt.
And so it's got the bolt. It doesn't have the thing that tightens
the nut.
It. So we need to try to get one. And it's just sat there for years being like, we should really get one. So I don't know. We'll see. But
I really want to do it on the stand because I want to try the two-handed stitching method because I think it'll help this go a lot faster. And it'll just be more enjoyable for me to do it that way.
So basically we need to find a way to get
But
those.
I might take it off the stand and just stitch it because I found sewing stitch to be a really good way to do stuff. The last one that I need to work on. Can I show this?
Yeah, you showed it before.
Okay, just want to be sure. So I wanted for Christmas this year to make a checkerboard bag for my sister for her kids. So they could have something to travel with and have a game for the road. And this is how far I got on the checkerboard, which is about a quarter of the way through. And then I stitched a few of the checker pieces, which are monster faces. So, there's the, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, I need to get cracking on that and hopefully get that finished this year as well.
So,
and then that's on top of all of the plans that I have of things that I want to stitch this year. I think I have like 3 things already. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think so.
Something like that.
But those were on 14 count plastic Aida and 14 count hand dyed Aida. So that's all the WIPs for both of us. There's a few things that he's UFOing and I have some UFOs, but that's all for WIPs.
The only ones I can think of are my 2019 mystery sampler. Is that what it's called?
For your unfinished objects, you have the 2019 ink circle ink spot. Because
that one I just messed up in some way and I can't figure it out and I'm frustrated with it, so I'm just UFOing it. Because we're way past 2019 by this point. Anybody who's lived through 2020 will understand that we're way past 2019 by this point. And then the other one, what's the other one that I stitched and I just...
It was these ornaments we were stitching that were...
there were the glittery ornament. Yeah.
We both totally messed up both of ours, and so we're both just UFOing our...
I might revisit it and try it again, but
those versions are UFO'd for both of us. So, and then, finishes... I finished my 2018 Mystery Sampler by Linen and Threads.
And I gotta stand up for this one because it's so big. Hold on.
And
I gotta get it the right way.
So, there's only a couple days left in this year, and I don't know but if you haven't downloaded this and you want it, they're gonna take it off their website, like, tomorrow. On, like, the 30th of December. So, 31st. So, if you see this and you want it, download the pattern, like, ASAP, because in 2020 it will not be available anymore.
2021.
Right, 2021. But I finished it, and I'm happy with it. I need to FFO it still, but it is finished stitching. So I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, and I'm excited to get it on our wall.
I want to see if I can get it all in one shot. Okay, yeah, that works-ish. But, yeah, it's done.
Yay!
Part of me felt like I should have, like, held it up like this so I could, like, get it in the picture, you know, so people could see, but... Anyway, so it's done. Each block, I'm going to bring it in close and slowly roll it up. So,
and this is on 14 count natural Aida. It has mistakes in it, but it's cool. It's all
Feel free to pause the video if you want to look at a specific spot.
And we used the year we got married for the shield. So I'm kind of considering it kind of like a marriage sampler sort of for us. So.
But yeah. It's done.
I'm really happy with how it turned out.
This is the biggest thing you've done, isn't it?
I think so. I mean, the next biggest thing would be like the poem.
Yeah.
But that
hasn't been finished yet.
No. Yeah, that's not finished.
And then same with the Celtic Summer.
Yeah, and that's not as big as that. I mean, it's more intricate than that. So.
Yeah. Okay.
So, just talking about finishes. So I was looking at my Excel spreadsheet where I keep track of what I'm working on, and I FFO'd 71 things this year, which is amazing to me, but a lot of them were smalls. And 13 of those were ones that were finished in previous years. The other, however...
Like you had finished stitching it, and you just FFO'd it.
Yeah, I fully finished them this year.
Yeah.
And then additional things that I finished, but I didn't fully finish this year was 30. So...
Does that include my stuff? Because I'm on a different spreadsheet.
Mm-hmm.
She keeps a spreadsheet for me. I don't know why, but I think it's for these videos. I'm not sure. But
that's the main reason, but also just to keep track, because I should like to keep track of things.
She keeps records.
So yeah, I was kind of amazed that there were that many. But like I said, a lot of them were smalls. And this year, like I have all these big pieces, so I want to put some good focus into them. And then I also am going to start some big ones in Stitchmaynia this year. Plus I have Christmas presents for next year and stuff. So, which soon, and our next episode will be our Christmas ornaments. A lot of them are Christmas gifts video. I'll release that probably next week. As just kind of like a special edition Christmas gifts.
Which is weird because we recorded, anyway.
It's already
recording and video magic is always weird.
That's recorded, but it needs to be edited and uploaded once we give gifts.
Okay.
All right. Where did we leave off? All right. So goals. So for my 2020 goals, for KB Studio Creations, one of them was to have 25 new Etsy listings, which I got, surprisingly. I was a little worried for there. And the breakdown of that is there were 6 cross-stitch patterns that I released, 5 needle minders, 8 fobs, and then 6 owl necklaces. So those were my 25 new listings. And I haven't fully settled on my goals for next year, but I'm thinking next year to have a goal of 30 new Etsy listings. Another goal was to release all of my Animal Face series. That did not happen, but I made a lot of good progress, and I'm hoping to get it released in January of 2021. Hopefully. I've given myself an extension, and I want to get it done soon, but there's still a lot of work left to do.
You just have to stitch one of them, right?
No, they're all stitched.
They're all stitched. You just have to fully finish them and then do the listing.
Get the patterns ready and the listings. Okay, and do the tutorials I wanted to do.
Which some of the tutorials... Pay attention to the channel in January 2021. She has a lot planned to put up. I want to say we, but she does like all the work. I just sit here and stitch alongside her.
He helps me some too, though. And he's great moral support.
Woohoo! You can do it!
So that one has been extended the deadline, but hopefully sometime soon I will get that released. And then one of the goals was to try to get my patterns carried by a distributor. So I first contacted the big names, Yarn Tree and Hoffman. They weren't interested. But then Amanda May, Ardith Design, mentioned how she has her patterns available through ICG Crafts as a distributor. So I contacted them, and so they said I can. So I only have, I think, 1, maybe 2 listed on their website at this point.
Sorry if you heard that. I don't think you can edit that out. That's just, I'm sorry.
So, Amanda May, Ardith Design, ICG Crafts, and I will link them below. I don't know if people can buy directly from them or only stores. It kind of looks like people can buy directly from them or stores. Anyways, I want to get my patterns up there. So my goal for next year is to get my patterns listed up there.
Oh, excuse me.
Except for maybe the ones that I currently have physical patterns of. I may wait on those ones because they are available in my Etsy shop. And if stores want, they can contact me to get in. But all the rest of them, I'm going to try to get up this next year. And then one of my goals was to submit patterns to Just Cross Stitch, and I've done that all year. Every time they've sent me something saying, oh, submissions are open for this next issue, I've submitted patterns, and I got 1 pattern accepted for publication in one of the magazines next year. So that's fun.
Which edition, which magazine is it going to be next year? Do you know?
I think it's April. So
it's a spring pattern?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you get a Christmassy pattern accepted once too? Just the Easter pattern? Okay.
And so that's exciting. And so this next year, my goal is to keep submitting patterns and to try to maybe try a new one like Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. So, and then every year I like to try a new finishing technique or learn something new. So this year was to stitch an FFO a strawberry, which I did. And this was a Silent Night, the caroling berries from earlier.
The details on this specific finish and everything is in our previous video. It was in the last video, wasn't it?
I don't remember. But it's on some linen, some pretty colors.
I'm not doing well today. But anyway, so yeah, she did a berry.
So
and it's beautiful.
Next year, my goal is to do a drum. I do have 1 drum pattern, so I might try to do that drum pattern, or I might buy one. We'll see. I'm undecided. So Christmas presents.
Wait, what about my goal? Wait.
Do you have any goals?
I didn't have any stitching goals. I don't remember what my stitching goals were. If I had any. I feel bad.
I don't know.
Are we going to like outline our goals for the next year in the next video?
That's what I was thinking, even though I kind of just went over what they were this time. So
well, you went over a few of them. There might be some more.
Yeah.
We can solidify it while we're on our trip. So.
Okay. Next video we'll try to remember to talk about our official 2021
Because it's crazy. Anyway, so haul. Yeah.
/ Christmas presents. My haul is my Christmas presents.
So first, let's go over what she got from her brother.
So Q-snaps.
Because this is loud and crinkly.
So I wanted to try Q-snaps, but I haven't been able to get myself to buy them, to spend the money on them. Mostly because I usually stitch in hand, and 2, if I don't stitch in hand and I need some tension, I use hoops, which I have tons of. So I just couldn't get myself to buy them. So I put on my Christmas list, and I got them. So I'm going to try them out. See if I like them. A little nervous, but I'm going to try them out.
Okay.
And then Jason got me this organizer, and my first thought was like, what am I going to do with that? But
she has a pattern that has, how many did I say it was?
90.
90 different colors. 90 on one pattern. FlossTube. This is crazy. It's beautiful, and I think Karen's going to love it when it's done. But anyway, this can only hold 50 threads at a time. It can't even hold all the pattern's threads. It's crazy. Anyway, sorry.
So it's the HAED, the Heaven and Earth design that I am going to start during Stitchmaynia this year. So this,
it's crazy.
So this will actually be perfect for that, I think, to get my threads organized for that. I mean, like you said, it only does like almost a little more than half of them. But, and also on a note with that, I'm considering using my Christmas money. I don't know if I have enough Christmas money, but I can use my fun money as well to buy a Kindle Fire so I can get Pattern Keeper to help me with the HAED as well. So we'll see, but I'm strongly considering that idea.
Okay.
And then Santa / Jason.
With Santa, it was Santa.
Got me these linens, and they're really pretty colors, but they are uneven. So I'm thinking to use them for finishing fabrics or for taking pictures of needle minders for my Etsy shop or things like that. Because they're really pretty colors, but yeah, they're super uneven. Okay, I didn't...
Santa, when he heard that they were super uneven, via Karen's rant the next day.
It wasn't a rant.
It was very sad. Sort of. You were emphatically explaining to me, and therefore to Santa, that they were uneven.
It wouldn't work for cross stitch.
So sad. Ah, it was so sad. And then there were 2 other colors. There's this chartreuse and this lime.
So, but I think they can work for finishing fabrics and things like that. So,
and they're super comfy. They're a lot comfier than I was expecting too.
Yeah, they feel really nice and stuff.
They're not like Lugana. Mm-hmm. I worship Lugana. Lugana just feels so good. They're not quite Lugana feel, and these 2 are a little coarser
than the others.
But they still have a very nice feel to them. So
that was Christmas. I also got books and things like that, some other things, but that was my cross stitch Christmas stuff.
Do we want to talk about my Christmas?
Sure.
My Christmas. I finished those. I got a lot of paints and minis, and I finally was able to finish my dragon collection. I think I'm going to try to do giants this year. Okay. That sounds crazy. But there's only 5 of them, so it's less than that, but they're bigger. Oh,
so
but
you got a lot of D&D related.
I got a lot of D&D related stuff, yeah. So, because I'm a D&D nerd. Sorry, I'm good. Let's move on. I didn't get any cross stitching stuff because if I get any cross stitching stuff, I just steal from Karen, and that's what I do.
So, giveaway. So for the next giveaway, it will be announced in our next video 2 or 3 weeks. But our next regular video, because we're going to have the
Christmas edition video, and then we're going to have possibly some how-to videos posted. But the regular, like, update video like this, which will probably be, our calendar's not up for January yet, because it's not January when we record this. I don't know when you're posting. Anyway, so the next regular one, which will probably be the 3rd Saturday in January, would be my guess.
I don't know. Sometime. So you have a few weeks, and you can, so these are patterns that you can say you want 1, 2, 3, all 3, just say something to let us know which ones you want, and you will be entered. Don't say giveaway, be over 18 so we can mail it to you. I think that's all the rules.
The first one is this cross-stitch country crafts love tokens to stitch and give.
So I kind of wanted to show some of the ones that are in here. So there's this front one.
Let me get a nice, good close-up.
That way you can know what's in this magazine in case you want to see if you want to do it.
And then...
There's this. There's this little heart wreath sort of thing. And some plums.
Are those plums? Oh, those are plums. Huh, I thought they were olives. Is this?
Yes.
Okay.
So these little, like, vintage Valentine sort of looking things. And a patchworky heart sort of thing.
And that was the cover.
Yep.
And I think that's all the...
There's more.
There's more pictures in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a thing called Family Buttons.
So it has this, but I didn't see a conversion for this. But it does have... It appears to have this coloring, I think. I didn't look too closely. But it's a little button sampler sort of thing.
Friendship Beret.
Just cute. Some little girls, dolls.
Oh, that's a really small thing.
And then a little sampler with specialty stitches. It's kind of a heart sampler. I think that might be the last one. It's not, I don't know how to show that one. Oh, and then there's these.
Well, I mean...
But it's just that one. Okay,
It's just this one. This is the only pattern.
They show multiple ones, but they only have the pattern for one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there's these little angels. Those are cute. So if you want that one, just say like Cross Stitch and Country Crafts or the magazine, something like that.
Hold on. I always come up with love tokens.
Okay, or love tokens.
Put love tokens if you want this one, because this is a lovey-dovey issue. Because it's for Valentine's Day, I believe. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure.
Well, it's the January, February.
Yeah.
From like 1994.
Designs, Kathy Designs and Counted Cross Stitch. Put Kathy for this one.
Yeah.
So it's got quite a few. These come from the Kathy comics. I don't even know, because I don't get the comic books anymore. I don't even know if Kathy's still in print. But
I don't know either. But some of these I'm like are perfect for this past year. Like, what does that one say? I can't read it, but I read it.
I Survived Yesterday.
And then that one.
Do not disturb. I'm busy wasting my time. Please bother me. I'm trying to study. Chocolate is my life. I know many people who believe that.
So I just thought these might be fun that someone... I don't think I'll ever stitch them. I like them, but I don't think I'll ever stitch them.
Cramming for exams. Yeah, some people... Yep, I know some people. But yeah, Kathy I always liked growing up because it was very... punny's not the right word. But anyway.
I don't know.
So we have love tokens. We have Kathy. If you want those are very funny. And like she said, those are good for last year. I'm going to pull this one out.
And this next one is... it's a Christmassy one, but I feel like it's kind of wintry, so I'm still giving it away.
It's called Christmas Tea by Plum Street Samplers. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's just little saying and some cute birds.
It says, come to my table and share with me warm gingerbread cookies and cranberry tea.
So you could just say birds or something. I don't know.
Well, it's called Christmas Tea.
Or Christmas Tea. Or I don't get that many entries, so just make it clear which one you want, and I'll know it's... We have love tokens, we have Kathy, and we have Christmas tea. So just say, if you're interested in any of those, let us know, and you'll be entered.
Type one of those three things into a comment.
Or all three.
Or all
or
three.
Two. Or whatever.
Type however many of those three that you want in the comments below. We'll have a raffle thingy. She has an algorithm that draws a name. And we'll send you what you would like.
So that's everything. Life updates. We're going to be going to his brother's wedding and then quarantining ourselves, but working from home. Well, I will. He's got time off.
I got 1 week of time off, and I might have 1 week where I need to work from home. We'll see.
So we had a good Christmas. We have a new niece. Yeah. Life's pretty good.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I've been painting and cleaning because I've been off these past 2 weeks, so I've been really cleaning up a lot of the house, getting things organized. Not really, like, attempting. Mostly throwing away a lot of stuff that we don't need around the house. We need to do a lot
more of that.
Yeah.
But, so, yeah.
We're a little clearer, and we're brighter. New lights.
Yes,
if you didn't see the Christmas video where I freaked out about...
Well, we haven't done it yet. That'll be the next issue.
Oh. So yeah, we got new lights. I got
daylight kind or something. I don't know, but it's a lot brighter, which is nice.
It's brighter and it's a softer light. It doesn't yellow hue everything. I didn't realize how much it yellow hued, but hopefully you guys will see a clearer color now and it'll look better. But we hope you all had a Merry Christmas. We hope you all had or may have.
I mean, I'm releasing it today, so they'll have it.
You have future tense.
A
happy New Year. If you don't celebrate Christmas, we hope that whatever you did over this holiday season, if you were off work, if you were working, whatever you were doing, you were safe, you had a good time, you were able to relax at least a little bit. And if you want it, hopefully you had snow.
We did get a dusting of snow.
It was nice. Because once again, I love the dustings of snow where it's like, oh, it's a cute little blanket of winter for the world to sleep under, but I could still get out on the road and go places that I need to go to. I love those snows.
That was a nice little Christmas present that we got, a little bit of snow. So I think that's all. So happy stitching!
Bye!